Shadows lay long under a sky painting old memories gone. I found your hat, edges frayed and weather worn, by the creek where we swore love beneath the storm. You laughed, spring in your step like morning dew. Each laugh, each touch, as the wild west wind blew. Hat tied down, heart let loose, drifting like tumbleweeds with no excuse. Saddles worn, trails gone cold, in empty cabins our stories untold. Each setting sun I feel the weight of a lonesome heart none can recreate. Now the porch creak's empty, waiting in vain. Gravel roads washed out by the season's rain. Where once we danced, now only shadows sway. Echoes of laughter, we're so far away. The scarf you left clings to the wind-sad tune, a melody of a love that left too soon. Hat tied down, heart let loose, chasing the echoes of a love we can't produce. Saddles torn, nights unfold, in silent whispers our dreams are retold. Every dawn I chase the light, holding on to shadows, fleeing into the night. In the dust where our paths once merged, I wander lost on this lonely verge. Forgive me, love, for I can't find the way to untie this hat, to cease this fray. Hat tied down, heart still bound to the ghost of your whisper, the softest sound. Saddles empty, trails wind down into the heartache of this quiet town. As sunsets blaze and day meets night, I'm a cowboy alone, holding tight to the memory of us. Hat tied down in the wildlands, lost in love once found. Out by the old creek, where oak trees cast shadows long, I first heard her laughter in the summer sweet song. We danced under starlight, where the wild horses roam, in that dusty town, once a place we called home. Her voice rode through the wind, clear and true, whispering secrets in the morning dew. Every sunset paints her silhouette, but she's a ghost I can't hold. Her voice rode through my dreams in the night so cold. Years rolled like the tumbleweeds, past cabins worn and old, gravel roads forgotten, tales of love untold. The scarf she left behind on the porch swing sways, a remnant of her presence in those golden days. Her voice rode through the wind, a haunting melody, in the rustle of the leaves, she's still calling me. Every sunset hides her face, in shades of gold and blue. Her voice rode through my heart, but she's a song I once knew. Now the prairie's wide and the nights stretch out ahead. Sleep doesn't visit the pillow where I lay my head. Searching for her echoes in the valleys and the peaks. My soul rides endless trails that her memory seeks. Her voice rode through the wind, never to be found, across those silent plains where our hopes were bound. In every whispered breeze, under the crescent moon's glow, her voice rode through the past, the only love I'll know.
Shadow the old gravel road, I recall the soft sound of your scarf in the wind. Under the porch light of that weathered abode, you danced like the firelight that wouldn't rescind. Your laughter spilled like rain on that thirsty ground, as the sun dipped low, turning day into art. But now it's just whispers of what we had found in the place where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. Saddle sits dusty on the old barn's rack, silent tales of the rides we used to share. Your scarf still a banner, now faded to black, hanging limp with no life left to declare. Once we roamed wild like the storms overhead, now the thunder rolls in with no one to part. Each raindrop a tear I've silently shed in the wake where the fading light fell apart. Oh, my heart rides the trails where the wild winds blow, past cabins empty under skies vast and stark. Every sunset's a memory, fading slow, in the shadows of the love that missed its mark. The echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark marks the cadence of a lonesome cowboy's heart. Now I wander these hills, talking to ghosts. The horizon's my only faithful guide. Love's a lingering smoke, I'm the host to the ashes that I carry inside. So I'll ride through the tears of these wild dusty trails where my memories lay scattered and apart. Each night falls a curtain that never unveils the depth of the dusk in a cowboy's heart. Oh, the echo of hoofbeats alone in the dark sings the ballad where the fading light fell apart.
Out by the edge where prairie winds play stood an old oak tree where we used to lay. Underneath its branches we carved our names in that quiet earth wrapped in golden haze. But now that oak tree's washed away by the river's wrath on a stormy day. Just like you, it slipped from my grasp. The leaves and love, both gone with the past. The porch still creaks at your memory. That old red scarf you left rests silently. Dust dances alone where we danced in tune to the songs of crickets under the crescent moon. Yes, that old tree's washed away by the river's tears and my own dismay. Just like you, it faded from sight, roots and heart buried under the night. Sometimes I wander those gravel roads where our laughter echoed easing loads. The sunset's glow reminds me of your face, a part of my soul lost without a trace. Oh, that old tree washed away like the dreams we made in the dusty fray. And here I stand where we once lay, a cowboy lost in the love that strayed. Yes, here I sing to the winds that sway, where the oak tree in my heart forever lay. Washed away. In the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild, I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars, that old porch swing and her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill lay down like my love, washed away. In the whisper of the leaves and the weeping of the sky, Everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulch is where we played, and the trails we walked are overgrown, like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else, and the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rain still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the fallen leaves and the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone, my love, where our old pine tree lay. In the quiet winds that move the dust, I'll carry you always. Though the land forgets, my heart set on the love that never sways. Out where the oak tree shadows stretch, neath the setting sun's fire sketch, there's a dusty trail that winds and haunts with the whispers of my love's soft taunts. We danced on gravel where the creek bends low, her laughter mingled with the river's flow. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing footfalls, a ghost in the bone. Where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her gentle touch vanished from my hand. So I ride past with the dust, my shroud, among these haunts where love once bowed. Oh, my heart, it rides these lonesome plains through whispering winds and unending rains. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf she wore, a memory fading, but mine evermore. Those timeless roads where our dreams did dance
leave trails of sorrow and lost romance. In the silence of the night I hear her call from the shadowed woods where old oaks sprawl. No tether holds nor time's harsh decree can steal the moment she shared with me. So I wander these roads under starry domes. A cowboy's heart finds no final home. The trails I ride with her memory fraught, in timeless road haunts forever caught. Oh, my heart, it bleeds beneath each star, chasing a love always near yet far.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found a porch that saw the world without making a sound. Old wooden memories whispering through cracked boards. Your scarlet scarf still lay there, untouched like spoken word. And the porch burns under the weight of the sun, like my heart aches now that you're gone. Dust swirls where you once danced alone, leaving me haunted. This ghost now my home. We carved our names neath that ancient oak, promised 'neath starry skies, words softly spoke. Now barren cabins and gravel roads stretch tight, where laughter echoed, now just shadows in the twilight. And the porch burns as the sun dips low in the silence. Where does love go? Rain taps like fingers, farewell on the roof. In each drop, the echo of our youth. So I saddle up as sorrow rides beside, down fading trails where old ghosts hide. Yet in every sunset, your smile is the light, guiding me tenderly into the night. Yes, the porch burns, and I'm a silhouette so thin, holding to dreams where your love begins. Stars above, the only witnesses that see I'm yours forever, even as a porch burns with me. By the gnarled oak at Wilson's Bend, where the river kisses tired land, I see her scarf splash of red among the wildflowers where we once tread. Each whispered breeze a soft lament for whispered loves in shadow spent. Now the ghost haunts where laughter danced on empty trails in fleeting glances, under moonlit canvases, in the stillness of the plains. Her whispers mingle with the rain. The old porch swing creaks along its song, a tired melody of right and wrong. Time the thief came riding through, stole her smile as cold winds blew. Now the cabin's bare as bones, echoing the heart that moans. Ghost haunts where laughter danced on the fading paths in silent chance, under starlit sadness where wild roses strain. Her laughter's caught in the wind's refrain. By the dusty road with my saddle worn, I ride the edges of my heart torn, in the echoes of my hollow boots. Walks of love that's turned to roots. Still the ghost haunts where dreams once lived, in whispered echoes something's gotta give. Under sunsets painted where the old path wanes, her memory's a melody in the dusk's remains. Out where the oak shadow falls long and lean, on that dusty edge of a gravel town's dream, there stood a cabin framed by the prairie's side, where I left my heart and the rye grew high. Her scarf on the porch, a whisper in the breeze, memories like leaves caught on autumn's freeze. Rye left behind under big open skies, where my tears fell like rain, where my quiet truth lies, in the wind-swept silence where the lonely souls hide. Every echo's a footprint in the rye left behind. The trails grew cold, the seasons slipped away. Her laughter's echo faded from bright to gray. That old saddle sits, leather cracked and worn, beside empty boots, tattered and forlorn. The sunset bleeds the same, but paints no delight on the path to a porch, knows no more good nights. Rye left behind under big open skies, where my tears fell like rain, where my quiet truth lies, In the windswept silence where the lonely souls hide, every echo's a footprint in the ride left behind. Now the stars overhead, they don't judge my wrong, but each night out here I'm further from home. Yet in dreams she still dances just out of reach, on a porch surrounded by that golden wheat. A rye left behind with its gold turning gray, I wander lost roads where old ghosts play. In the heart of the wind, her soft sighs abide my whispers to her in the rye left behind. Yes, all that was love in the rye left behind. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket, rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn. By the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home, your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past, the wildlands changed, so did the grass. Old porches creak neath time's heavy hand, in empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, paths overgrown yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground in the silence after you're nowhere found. Locket shut the door on dreams once lived, in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The dusk a cold blanket or the twilight sigh of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunset's burn, a lesson in each turn of how to love then learn. An empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright, now just the twilight and the softening of night. Locket shut the door on the love I can't restore, whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more, riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light. Where the oak tree shadows lay like hands of time, and gravel roads whisper beneath the weight of worn boots, There's an old porch where we'd watch the purple sky unwind, while the evening star listened to our quiet, tender truths. Beneath that sky, your scarf danced with the prairie wind, and every gust was a verse of love sung soft and slow. Your laughter mingled with the rustle of the grass. In my mind, where only dusty trails of memory go. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I feel the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretching longer, since the day you packed your dreams in that old leather bag. The town's too quiet and the nights feel even longer, each star a reminder of what we had and what I lacked. Empty saddle, empty heart, on trails of solitude I ride, with your scarf now faded, still keeping the cold at bay. Yet in every whispered breeze I hear you by my side, a haunting serenade that never truly fades away. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I face the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Was it the call of the wild or the fear of the tame that tore from my arms the love I knew by name? With every dawn I rise to find not just the land, but my heart's been left behind. Whiskey waits, and I reckon it will always wait. Every bottle's a reminder of the cost of fate. Here neath the endless sky I roam, drifting like the river, forever calling your name my home. As the wind plays our lost love song, as the wind plays our lost love song. Out where the oak tree shadow lays long, by the creek where the wild winds have blown, I carved two hearts, yours and mine, in the bark, where whispers stay hidden 'neath stars stark. Footprints fade where we danced unshaken, on that porch by the hills God-forsaken. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell. Time turned those gravel roads, grew wide. The quiet town slept as something inside me died. Old laughter haunts the saloon's creaking floors, echoes of steps that aren't ours anymore. That old saddle now just gathers dust, like the memory succumbing to rust. Storm burns like my heart tonight in the cold, empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand, scent worn thin as the dust hushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell underneath the vast indigo skies. I reckon each star mirrors your eyes. The trails we blaze now overgrown in the wilderness I roam alone. Storm burns and I'm still reaching out through the shadows of doubt, the route of our old route. May the horizon where sunsets bleed hold you close, far beyond my meager creed. Every twilight, your absence I mourn in the silence after the storm. I still dwell. I still dwell. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, sat an old wooden porch, holding secrets only I know. We carved our names in the rail, under skies vast and blue, where the promise of forever felt honest and true. But the porch stays quiet, the oak tree's grown old, the scarf you left behind turned gray and cold as the sun dips low. In the land of the free, this lonely heart rides trails where you used to be. Time swept in like the rain on dusty forgotten roads. Your laughter's just an echo in the cabins we called home. The saddle sits untouched, its leather cracked and dry, each creak a painful reminder of days long gone by. Still the porch stays quiet, the oak tree stands tall, the wind whispers your name in the twilight's call, with the sun hanging low in a sky so vast and deep. My heart's a lonesome rider through memories I keep. Beneath the endless heavens I've roamed from town to town, but each horizon's painted with the love I hadn't found. The world spins on, the stars watch from above, yet in this silent stillness all I know is our lost love. Yes, the porch stays quiet under that old oak tree, where our dreams still linger, but you're just a memory as night claims the valley and the stars stake their claim. I'm left with the shadows and the whisper of your name. In the chill of the silence, where our laughter once roared, the porch stays, but it's you, oh it's you I still long for. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. The beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky. A rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf that danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang. Gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind's soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
Underneath the oak, where the creek bends low, there's a whisper of a scar left by winter's snow. The sunset spills like fire where we used to stand. Her laughter echoes over scrubland and sand, and the creek listened as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. Years have worn the pathways, cabins fall to dust, gravel roads to nowhere, lined with broken trust. Once we watched the stars from an old porch swing. Now the night just whispers through the cold spring.
And the creek listened as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. There's an ache in the silence where the wind replies, saddle worn and empty beneath these endless skies. In the solitude of dusk, to the creek I confess, all that's left is shadow and your faded dress. And the creek listened as I cried your name past the rustling reeds by the flickering flame. The water runs like memories now turn cold. Creek, listen close as my heart grew old. So the creek listened and the oak trees know of the love lost in the echo where the wild winds blow, with each sunset painted in sorrow's deep hue. The creek still listens as I whisper to you.
On a porch where the oak trees keep whispering low, I left my love in the soft morning glow. Wind chimes danced to a song of despair, while the storm in the distance watched with a stare. Her scarf on the railing faded and wore, twisting like the feelings in the storm we had borne. Oh, the storm watched me leave through the gates of dawn, under skies torn with grief, where love was drawn, across lonely trails where the wild shadows weave. I ride with memories, the storm watched me leave. The cabin stands empty on Bluebell Ridge line, its door swings soft in the sigh of the pine. The gravel road's covered with years of the rust, each step is a memory, each breath a gust. She's gone like the sunset that bleeds in the west, leaving silence and dust where her footsteps once pressed. Yes, the storm watched me leave with my heart strung tight, past echoes of laughter swallowed by night, on paths overgrown where we once dared to dream. Her voice in the winds, the storm watched me leave. Under the vast sky, the truth starts to clear. All I've lost grows as distant as it once was near, but the ache in my heart finds no reprieve in the haunting embrace of what I can't retrieve. So the storm watched me leave, and it watches still as I wander these hills with the cowboy's whip through the rain soft curtain where my thoughts deceive, ever looking for peace as the storm watched me leave. Forever looking for peace while the storm watched me leave.
In a dusty drawer in an empty room, a rusty locket lies 'neath the moon. Inside a curl of golden hair takes me back to when she was there. Oak trees whispered on that old hill where the sun dipped low and time stood still. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. The wildflowers by the gravel road no longer bloom where our love once glowed. Her scarf caught on the old porch swing, now just a ghost of spring's sweet flame. The trails we rode have overgrown, paths we made are now dust and bone. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. Underneath the endless sky, roam alone. Every star a word unsaid in the silent song. What's left is a shadow, a dance of light and gray. A cowboy's heart knows only the price to pay. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket of flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. So I'll ride these lands under crown of thorn, past cabins empty and fields forlorn, with a rusty locket and the burns it bears carried deep within like a prayer in the air.
In the shadow of an oak where wild roses dared to climb, I remember Jenny danced in the springtime of our prime. Her laughter echoed softly on a breeze that knew no time, by the porch of that old cabin where our hearts began to chime. But the grave said nothing, silent under open skies, where I whispered secrets and my long overdue goodbyes. Every sunset paints her face in the clouds adrift and sigh, and the grave said nothing, just let a lone cowboy cry. Years have worn the saddle where she'd sit and sing so sweet.
gravel roads are overgrown where danced our youthful feet. Now the town feels empty, like the echoes in my mind, where memories like dust are all that she's left behind. The grave said nothing, silent under open skies, where I whisper secrets and my long overdue goodbyes. Every sunset paints her face in the clouds that drift and sigh, and the grave said nothing, just let a lone cowboy cry. Sometimes I think I hear her in the whistle of the train, or the rustle in the bluegrass like soft whispers of her name. It's the curse of the lonesome to walk the earth and roam, with a heart full of memories in a world that ain't a home. And the grave said nothing while I lay flowers in the rain, saddled with this heartache and these long enduring pains. Every path I wander, every trail where I've been led, takes me back to silence, where the earth holds what I said. Yes, the grave said nothing, and the wind just moans her name. The grave said nothing, and I'm left alone with the echoes of what remained.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names, young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced, sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken beneath its boughs. A heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight. Memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf, a faded red against the bark, in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers echo in my pains. Years rolled like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds a ghost of the love that I mourn, where once her laughter filled the summer air. Now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light. Memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark, in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf, a relic of a past so stark, in the quiet town, now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The
time's embrace. Out where the oak trees meet the sky's embrace, I remember her laughter, a soft fleeting trace, in a quiet town where old porches knew my heart's whispers and the love that once flew. Shattered glass flew with the wind through that door the day she walked out, leaving her scarf on the floor. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies mourn forever blue. Each step on this gravel a memory's way, shattered glass flew with and left me to my fate. Now the cabins lay empty where we once danced, moonlight on the window where our shadows romanced. The saddle sits idle, the horses roam free, with no rider to guide them, just like she left me. And the sunsets bleed red over lands she won't tread, each twilight a reminder of the words we left unsaid. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies mournfully blue. Each step on this gravel a memory's way, shattered glass flew with and left me to my fate. Underneath the starlit cloak I see her eyes, gleaming like the rivers under stormy winter skies. Is letting go a step I take, or just a silent lie? With every whispering grass I feel my quiet reply. Oh, the winds carry secrets of old love so true, through dusty trails and skies forever blue. Each step on this gravel a piece of my heart stays, shattered glass flew with her through those old fading ways. Here holding the echoes where the wild roses grow, I wander alone with the ghost of her glow.